What's up, guys? Figured I'd do an update on Colin's Lincoln Ford combobulation. He got a lot of the work done on it while I wasn't here, so we didn't get a lot of the footage of. He put this cab on the frame all by himself with that thing that holds your door.
Like a door cart.
Yeah, door cart.
Door
So
pins, and it was quite a deal. And 2 jacks.
yeah,
And
so
a bunch of cinder blocks.
I wished I would have been able to get footage of all that getting done, but yeah, he got the cab on the frame all by himself. These are the mounts that he came up with. I don't know if you can see very well in there. Welded a spacer to a plate and then used. These are the factory mounts, right? These rubber bushings.
Yeah. Just put an extension in there, but it was like an odd size, so that's why it had to be like a piece of pipe.
Oh.
The front ones are actually like square tubing because they actually ended up being like the same size as some square tubing I had, so I figured why reinvent the wheel.
Right, and I think those just have like a rubber.
Yeah, that's like how it was factored.
Yeah, like a rubber.
When I tried to use the rubber bushings off the car, like evidently this cab must weigh more than that because it was like destroying those rubber bushings.
Oh, yeah. So he had tried like rubber bushings in the back, but it was just absolutely crunching them. So from factory, they just had a rubber mat underneath them. But so it's getting there, and he picked up a seat. What year is that?
I think it's from a 2008 Super Duty.
He got this rear bench seat. Would this be considered bench, I guess?
Yeah. There's like a 60/40 or whatever they call them.
Out of a 2000, what'd you say, 10?
8.
2008 Ford Super Duty. It's got the fold-down console. He was originally wanting the King Ranch seats, but the lineup that we had on one, it just looked like someone pooped all over them, so he opted.
I had this seat.
Yeah, same dude had these seats for much cheaper. I think he wanted like $500 for those King Ranch seats, and
this was like
150. Yeah, so
I mean, it's not. I guess I wasn't going to spend $500 on a seat and then not have it fit. So I guess this is a good starter.
Right, you can always change it out if you want. But yeah, so now he's got to figure out where he's going to get the seat mounted because they don't quite line up with where the steering wheel is going to be. But he's going to get where it's going to get mounted, figure out, and then he can start working on steering shaft. And then what's after steering shaft?
Well, then I can do the inner fender on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've already done the inner fender over here, relocated the battery box. Because it was originally over here, but the car was here, so I built this whole battery box here. So I can figure out how I'm going to route my wiring here. And I was going to use the AC out of the car, but the more I think about it, there's another guy who put like a vintage air system underneath the dash and then connected it to this car stuff, and I think that's just the way I'm going to do it, because otherwise it's going to be like
I think those are pretty easy
too crappy looking.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm going with the steering column too, is like I kind of wanted to use the Lincoln steering column because then I'd have like your cruise control and like overdrive on and offs on there, tilt, like all that kind of stuff. But God, it's just so ugly and so big.
Yeah, it would look pretty out of place in there.
So I think I'm gonna do is I got a column out of this like a 67 to 72 Ford pickup, this one, and I'm gonna make it so it will shift the cable. This is the one out of the car, but I still have to use this, the key, because it's somehow wired into the
Canvas system and stuff.
Yeah, so I'll either have to disassemble this and get it as small as I can and mount this whole apparatus underneath the dash somehow. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
But yeah, I just figured I'd give a quick update on what's been happening with this. Made a few shorts of the cab being on it. But other than the day we ripped the body off the Lincoln, haven't done much on it. Well, as far video-wise, Colin's gotten all kinds of stuff done on it. So hopefully she'll be a cruiser sometime here this summer. And I will do my best to make sure I'm getting updates and everything on it. We got once we get everything hooked up and all that, we're gonna have to run a scan tool on it. She was running kind of rough.
Well, like I said, that gas tank was like empty, and that fuel was like
Old,
at
yeah.
least 15 years old. So it's amazing that it ran at all.
Well,
So
and we never did pull plugs on that to see what plugs or anything look like either, did we?
I don't know if I want to.
Well,
I don't. Aren't these the ones that have spark plug issues? I don't know.
it's a 4.6. I don't. Did they? I thought the 5.4s were.
Blew them out. Maybe that was the early ones. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I thought the 5.4s were the ones that.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe it ain't just 5.4s. I don't know. I would say if they haven't blown out yet, you're probably safe.
I don't know. I'm gonna try some new fuel first. But before I start chopping up that steering column and stuff, I was gonna plug everything back in and make sure it still ran.
Right.
Before I start going through all this wiring.
Well, yeah, there ain't no point in doing shit if you ain't gonna run.
So
that's where we're at on it. We'll, I guess get some more footage here as we work on it. We're still working on the Camaro project out here. Just getting the fender kind of fitted up. Ah!
damn boy.
I tore my pants.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
Oh shit, dog.
Fuck. So yeah, we're just getting this fitted up. I don't know. She was pretty crunched back here if you watched any of the earlier videos, so we're slowly getting there. We need to get like a stud gun. There's like a small, well, not small, but you're not gonna see it on camera. There's like a dent here that needs to be pulled out, and it's crease, and it's messing with everything here. We need this. Need this to lay against here a little bit better, and we don't necessarily want to suck the quarter to the rest of the car, so well, guess we'll get it figured out. But
yeah,
there's your update, and
yeah, 15 more self-tapping screws, and it should be good to go.
Yeah, send her out the door, paint it, and be done.
Yeah, Rattle King.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.